Hi, how are you? Welcome to today webinar here. What I'm going to share about today is how do we actually prepare, for 2025. Okay, it's just like a few weeks away. And are you excited? How is 2024 for you? Okay, is it a good on a 0 to 10? 10 is superb, 0 is no, yeah, it's not a good year for you. How about that? Okay, some of you say so far so good. Okay, transformational from Mia. Okay. Yeah, okay. I saw some zero here as well. Yeah, it could be a challenging year for some of you here. And the good thing here is 2024 is almost ended right now. And we need to also study what to expect, especially financially, from for 2025. Okay. So now first of all, let me just share with all of you here what I'm doing. Yeah, because some of you are new today. I noticed some of the new names here. So you must know, right? Who are you listening to right now? So now let me just share with you a little bit about my background. So my name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant, speaker, and instructor from Zodiac Group here. So basically, I work a lot with our clients and students about how I can help them to transform their life, okay, or solve certain problems in their life using the art of Chinese metaphysics. Okay, just let me show you the slide. Yeah, what I am doing. Yeah, so let me see whether I can pull up some slide or not. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this is what I do on daily basis. Okay, I share a lot of knowledge about metaphysics. I do a lot of speaking engagement, and my whole purpose here is to help more people to get to know this art. All right, so this is what I do, and these are some of the company I have the privilege to speak for, to help them, to give them the decision-making ability so they can make the right decision, therefore transform their life. I always believe that, what drive me from doing what I'm doing here, because I always believe that anyone, I mean everyone, that have the right tools can change their destiny. Yeah, this is what I believe in. Yeah, since I started enter in this field here, I don't care who you are. I don't care how bad you've been told about your astrology chart. I don't care. All right, because I always believe no matter who you are here, um, with the right tools and system or discipline, you can change your destiny for better. Okay. So, and this is what I do. Therefore, every time I actually passionate in learning new tools, new system in Chinese metaphysics. So like Bazi, Qigong, Yi Jing, date selection, feng shui. I keep learning new stuff, right? Because I believe that the more I know, the more I can help myself. And when I become better, I can help more people. Make sense? Okay. So, and today we're going to talk about one very important topic. Okay, is about how do we create more wealth, in 2025. Because when you think about this, right, whenever someone say that, they want to change their destiny, of course, all of you here want to change your destiny to be better, right? So one of the tools or agent that can transform our destiny drastically when we have this financial capability. Make sense? All right. Yeah, because when you have financial capability or you achieve financial freedom, you don't need to work for money anymore. Don't you think you have more freedom to choose, what you want to do in your life? And a great destiny is nothing more than have the ability, to choose what you want to do, where you want to go, who you want to spend time with, So this is total freedom, right? You don't buy into, oh, I cannot go because I need to work 9 to 5, right? So therefore, one of the way, or I would say the most impactful way to change our destiny is, or it also our responsibility, to actually achieve financial freedom. Make sense? I know a lot of people say that, yeah, you got money, but you cannot buy health, but at least when you are sick, you have better chance to get recovered when you have the financial capability. Agree? right? You can access to the best doctor, right? Is it means that someone that are not doing well financially, they cannot fall sick, right? So therefore, health does not apply only for the rich, right? Or not for the poor, because it is equal, right? Even you are rich, you can get sick. Even you are not rich, you also can fall sick. Agree or not? Right? But having more financial capacity, you can get the best access to the finest or state of art technology. They can so therefore your recovery chances are better. You don't need to wait in terms of to waiting for those right doctor or resources to come. So therefore, I would say that this is the main topic I'm going to talk about today. All right, it's about how do we increase our financial freedom. So this always start from me first. All right, because I one of the reason I actually get into metaphysics is because I want to transform mind as well. So some of you follow me a little bit before, like I did share some of my history that I'm not doing well financially at that time, and I sick with my career, so therefore I always want to resign, but I cannot do that because I still need the money. How many of you here, you actually in those situations? You hate your career, you hate your working environment, yeah, you wish you just resign, but you cannot, you have a lot of commitment. Yeah, that's how I felt at that point of time. So therefore, I actually learned metaphysics and to see, how can this art helping me. And that time when I learned a few system, and then after that I actually apply bit by bit, and I start to see results coming in. Yeah, then only then I actually go full force. Yeah, bear in mind my background. I was actually educated as a programmer. I was trained as a programmer, so therefore, my thinking will be more skewed towards to the logical side. For me to learn something and apply, I must see result first. Make sense? Right? I don't need to spend like 5 years just to learn a discipline or subject to prove whether it's work or not. So therefore, once I learn something about metaphysics, I just apply immediately. When I start to see results, I got excited. So today would be more of a sharing. How can you actually get into this path? All right. So how many of you here, one of your goal here, or maybe your important goal is to be financially free? Yeah, type the word me in the chat box. Okay, so many of you, good. Okay, you are in the right webinar today. If you already financially free, yeah, you can log off right now. Okay, this is not this is not the right webinar for you. Yeah, you should go and shopping right now, right? Okay. Yeah, when you have so much money, right? Go and buy and enjoy your life. Okay. So, and if you are not, I understand that feeling. Yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling, right? But I actually respect you. At least you willing to take action. Are you guys willing to take action? Yeah, so I know the feeling that knowing that you have a high debt in terms of your credit card, because I have a lot of debt in credit card last time, the piling of debts, yeah, the banks is calling. So how do we actually turn this around? Yeah, so I can tell you this because I experienced that before. So fortunately, by learning all this and meeting some right people, some noblemen, I able to actually break free from that, and I able to actually create a life that I wanted. Okay, so where I can decide when to work or not to work on that day. So I sort of like have freedom on those areas. So therefore, what I'm doing on my daily basis right now is to coach people and hopefully help them to bring them to the next level. So now, first of all, yeah, we actually meet. I personally, I meet a lot of people, and most of the people I meet, they always telling me, Iverson, I want to be rich. Yeah, teach me how to be one. Okay, but I realized one thing is, yes, they want to be rich, but they don't like the process of becoming rich. How many of you here, you met people like this? Right? They keep telling you, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a multi-millionaire, right? But they just say, all right, when you actually tell them this is what you need to do, these are the steps, what you need to do every single day, they'll say, wow, it's so hard. I'd rather not. Okay. Yeah, I want to enjoy life, the kind of thing, right? So therefore, when people say they want to become rich, they only want it when you handed the money to them without any hard work. Yeah, so bear in mind, in order to make money, you need to actually put on some work. All right. I'm not here telling you by learning metaphysics, you need not to hard work. No, right? You even need to work harder at first, at least, right? Because you're using metaphysics to boost your result, you should do more. So let me ask you, would you rather to work like 3 years, you hustle, you grind for 3 years, so you need not to work anymore? Or you just need to be just okay, I'm chill, but you need to work until your retirement age. Which one you prefer? Of course, when you work hard for a few years, then you can enjoy prosperity later. Make sense? Okay. So therefore, if that is your goal, metaphysics can help you on that. All right. So that, but you need to go through the process. How many of you here, you're okay with that? Okay, yeah, metaphysics is not a magic pill. All right, you still need to work hard, but now your reward will be 10 times. Or could be less, could be more, depends on the technique. All right, good. Okay, now, then how do we do this? This is a question I also ask myself that time. I say, how to be rich? How to be rich? How to, at least not really that super rich, because I discovered that people don't need to be a billionaire. They just need to reach to a state that they don't lack of money, then they are fine. How many of you here actually that is your goal? That was also my goal as well, right? I don't need to be super rich. I just need to reach to a point that I no longer lack of money. Yeah, so I think this is a good goal to have, right? Yeah, what's the problem to be a billionaire, right? We still need to do so many things, other things we want to do. So if you resonate with me, then probably I can share with you some tools or to help you out here. So now, there are steps to it, of course, right? Because that's what we call a guided path. I'm not saying the path that I'm telling you is the only path, yeah, but it seems like so far is quite effective. All right. So I decided to share with all of you here today, so you can have some time, maybe during Christmas or during holiday, to think about what you're going to do in 2025. Okay. Now, I actually asked one of my mentor last time. He said that, hey, what is the step one to be rich? How many of you here want to know the step one? Yeah, because we always start with the first step, right? And then I always ask them. And I got one very, I would say, profound answer, yeah, from my mentor. He say, Iverson, yeah, if are you serious want to be rich? I say, yeah. I mean, if not, why I ask you, right? So, and he say, okay, the first thing here is to make a decision. Decide to be rich. Step one. That time, I don't understand that, right? I say, what? Right? Is it that simple? Yeah, I ask you means that, I decide to be rich, right? What do you mean you decide? They told me a lot of people don't really decide to be rich, right? They just want it. When you decide means that you will take committed action to do it. Make sense? Okay, so and from there, actually I discovered that what my mentor actually really mean is this. You might need to write this down actually. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, yeah. Your decision on what standard you want to live by, okay, is your decision. So, which means what standard you want to live by in your lifestyle. There's finally I know what he mean by that, right? So therefore, I say, of course, I want to actually be good in what I'm doing. Make sense, right? So I want to actually not only able to make money, I able to make impact. So because I want to be effective in what I'm doing. So and in then he tell me, hey, Arison, yeah. So most of the people he told me, all right, so including me as well, we want to be good. All right, this is what we want to be. We want to be a good teacher or good father, or it could be a good co-worker, right? We want to be good at what we do. And and then what my mentor told me, if you want to be good, you're going to poor for life. Okay. Then I was shocked that time. I said, what? Right? Maybe I'm a co-worker. You say that people will that got fired is the good co-worker. These are the one that come in time, on time, they do their work, they are good. They're just good. Because in nowadays, good is no longer enough. This is the what is expected, right? You are hired to a company, they expect you to be good. Okay, so therefore now I start to slowly understand that what he meant by decide what standard you want to live. All right, if your standard is about just being good, you're not going to make a lot of money. Probably you got fired. Have you heard about some of your coworker telling you, I'm a good employee. I actually arrive at work on time. I do all my work. I never really participate in drama. Why I'm overlooked for promotion? Why I got fired? Have you actually heard a lot of people saying this? Yeah, so precisely, right? The reason, yeah, they don't get what they want because their standard is becoming good. So if your standard here is becoming good, means that it's very hard for you to make money. So that time I realized, wow, that is what I want to be last time, right? I want to be good. He say no longer enough. Okay. So then I say, then what it is? He say that, just now I told you is the decision, right? To define or decide what standard you're in. So now, what is above good? So I say, okay, now I know. In order to go to the next level beyond good, because good equivalent to poor, then I I say, hey, I want to be great. I want to be the great employee in a company. All right. So I want to be a great friend. I want to be a great investor. So this is what I aspire to do. And you say, yeah, that is a great path to go for because now you decide you're not live by just a good standard. You want to be great standard. So in order to be great, don't you think our mindset need to be changed? Our lifestyle, what we're willing to do, what is our commitment? Because now your standard is different. You're no longer settled for good. You know that not going to make you money. So therefore, now I know that what he say about decide what standard you want to live by is a decision. It's not determined by your partner. Imagine this. If you read your astrology chart from the good standard, would that reading would be very different if you read the partner chart, the same partner chart from a great standard mentality? Will it be different answer? Yeah, type in the chat box. Would you see your chart differently? Will you see bigger possibility? Yes, right. So therefore, yeah, different people read the chart will give you different answer. Yeah, different depends on what kind of standard the reader is. Make sense now? Right? Because a lot of people ask, right? Hey, how come this person say this person say that? Because they read the chart from different lens. Yeah, someone say you shouldn't do this. Avoid risk. Some people say, Yao Yang, go for it. That's what makes you happy. Different standard. Good, normally they don't take risks. I'm settled. I'm not going to do anything further. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? Why create trouble or problems that's not there in the first place, right? But when you go for great, okay, mindset, and by the way, this is not stated in your partner chart. This is a decision. All right, I want you to know that first, right? Not thinking about, hey, how can I see my partner chart? Is it a good standard or a great standard? No, that is your decision. Don't you think you can decide at this moment, this second here, that you decide to be great instead of being good? Guys, can you decide right now or not? Of course. All right. So therefore, the moment you make that decision and you're committed to it, your destiny will lead to different direction before even look at your partner chart. Because now you use it differently. Okay. I know a lot of people didn't talk about that. They say, hey, just go straight into partner chart. Yeah, that is a wrong move. Right? Wrong people using the chart end up to be wrong result. Even your chart is correct. Okay. So now this is what I aspire to do. That I say, hey, now it makes sense, right? It's about becoming that. So, but he said that when you become great, you still cannot become rich. You say what? Yeah, great. Supposed to, I'm a great employee. I'm a great worker. I'm a great contributor. What are you saying? I still cannot become rich. You say no. Okay, because that is a normal standard. They say that if you really want to make a breakthrough in your financial uh, capacity, then you should aim for this excellent standard. Okay. He say that you're not just great, you are the great of the great. Then I say, wow, it seems like it's super hard. Becoming great, now you want to be the great of the great is hard. And what he told me later that actually changed my life, he said that from good to great, you require effort, a lot of effort, right? Because now you don't settle for mediocre, you don't settle for average. But from great to become excellence, actually, to a surprise to many, it actually does not require a lot of hard work from great to excellence. That this is the mentor that told me, you think about like Olympics, where the runners compete, yeah, in the field, the difference between number one and number two, it's just like 0. Maybe 0.01 milliseconds. Agree? Right? The difference, not even 1 second, 0.1 milliseconds. Yeah, I think you watched the recent also like swimmers in Olympic, right? So, but who people will remember? Gold medalists, yes, right? People remember gold medalists, and the silver and bronze normally will be forgotten, and they are equally great. Sometimes maybe due to certain maybe that time they're distracted, they cannot focus, they lose by 0.01 second. And that make all the difference. So you say, Iverson, yeah, it's like this. You want to make more money. If people work 8 hours, you just can work 8 hours and 30 minutes. That's it. You need to double up the productivity. If people read 5 paragraphs per day on books, you read 6. And all this minor differences accumulated over time, for example, like a year, then your standard with their standard actually the gap is widened. That's how you become the excellence in terms of what you are doing. Okay, so he say that you aim for that part first. That is the step number one. He say that, are you committed to do this or not? Okay, I say, all right, yeah, because that time I have a lot of issues financially. I say, yeah, there's nothing to lose. Right. So I decided to do it. And therefore, this shift actually affecting me the way of actually reading Pater chart or Yi Jing or Chimen. Okay. All right. So now, can I know how many of you here that you start to see the need to raise your standard mentally? Okay. If not, every year still the same. Oh, you got this element sign is good. Okay, then you're wondering why nothing happened, right? So because different standard of people, they think differently, they do differently. All right. So the first thing is not to do more, is the shift need to happen internally. All right. So that time I say, okay, I want to do this. I just do slightly more than other people. Yeah, that's what I do. Everything I do slightly more. Sometimes 30 minutes. Maybe I read an extra book. So I meet more people. So this is what I actually do that. Okay. I bet, but that time I'm still broke, right? So therefore, the shift of mindset does not mean that suddenly things become better. But now you think differently, you make different decision. So at that time, then I actually think about, because when you set your mindset to be an excellent standard, then you must have extra advantage, or what we call unfair advantage, right? So then what my unfair advantage is at the time, I say, hey, I actually can learn metaphysics, right? Everyone also work hard, right? But what if I know metaphysics? Don't you think it's easier for me to actually go to the next level? Make sense? So that is the time I learn metaphysics. How many of you here learned some form of metaphysics before? Chinese metaphysics, especially. Okay, okay, good. All right, nice. So that time, this let me share with you what are the subjects that I actually let me share the screen here. Okay, there you go. All right. So there's a one form we call Jing. Yeah. So and Bazi also another system of metaphysics, and Feng Shui and Qigong. Yeah. I saw some of the comment here. Some of you studied Qigong before. Good. Some of you applied Feng Shui. Nice. Okay. Qigong, I'm going to use a lot for strategy. Yeah. Last time when I work for people, this would be the how to handle problematic people, right? So, and feng shui helps me to create opportunities. Okay, and Bazi here help me to actually set direction in life. Yeah, so like what to do, what is my talent, so I can go to that direction, and Yi Jing talk about alignment, right? Do I align to the force? So when I align to the energy, yeah, then things happen not to me, it happens for me, right? Things will become better, right? The event might not be a pleasant event sometime, right? But eventually it happened for you. So therefore you move to the next level because I Ching is about alignment. So all of them have their own different functions. Okay, so this is what I start to learn. So I get what? I get unfair advantage. Okay. I mean, everyone can work hard, right? So, how do you differentiate yourself? So, this is my secret. I use this to apply on my effort. Then it actually give me a lot of unfair advantage. So, that time I realized that, hey, 八字, 八字 actually helped me to actually, that time set my direction in life because 八字 talking about direction. So, for example, like that time I don't know what I can do. So I checked my path chart and I discovered that I can be a teacher, I can be a chef. So these are the possible direction for me. So therefore I can choose the path that correct for me. So it's like choosing direction. But don't you think by just choosing the direction alone is not sufficient? It can get you on the right track, but whether you will succeed in that track or not also depend on so many things, right? Because there are one thing called what? Competitor. Right? You're not the only one can do this. Unless the whole world only you can do certain tasks, then of course you got to succeed on it, right? But there are more people competing for the same thing that you wanted. Probably they are more hungrier than you are. All right, they are more skillful, right? Then what fault it is right now? Is it your partner fault or you are not good enough? You're not committed enough, right? On certain skills. All right. So therefore, now right? Partner can set you the direction you want. You can get into that. But whether you succeed or not is you, right? Is your accountability, right? How much you're able to improve on that. So therefore, all of these systems have different so-called function. Okay. So now let's talk about Bazi first. So since Bazi about setting direction, Bazi is about knowing your battlefield. All right, what are you actually facing? So therefore, one of the way I'm using this step number 3, knowing your battlefield. So that time I actually every year I look at the annual chart of the Bazi to see what is the so-called the energy pattern, the nature of the energy coming in every year, so I can expect or I can prepare better because now I can anticipate or I can foresee the pattern. Don't you think it will help me to define my strategy? Make sense? Okay. So therefore, every year I'm going to look at 2025, every year Bazi chart. So of course, right now we're already in the end of 2024. It make very sense to actually look at 2025 chart. Okay, so now I would like to share with you what is the 2025 chart looks like. Okay, there you go. Okay. So now, of course, some of you are very new here. You don't know what it is. It's just a lot of characters there, but don't worry. Yeah, I got to teach you, a little bit here about how to we actually decipher the chart from wealth perspective. Okay. All right. So now this is what I do every year. Yeah, of course, this is what I also share with my students in detail in the Wealth Prophecy program. Okay, so now let me share with you how do I approach or how do I read the chart from wealth perspective. So you just listen, right? I don't expect you to understand everything here about the reading part. So when I look at the chart, the first thing I always pay attention to is, let me just bring up the pen first. I always look at the configuration of the 5 elements. Okay. Yeah, because there are only 5 elements. That one will tell you the big picture of the whole thing here. So now, when I read the chart here, the wood element is extremely strong. Okay, it's a very strong wood element. So I can conclude that in 2025, the wood is very strong. Yeah, but the question here is, what does it mean wood is very strong? Right. So now, if you understand the 5 elements, when the wood element is super strong, it will counter certain element, right? He will attack certain element. So when the wood element is very strong, yeah, think about this first. Wood is strong, what will be weak? Then you need to think, right? What counter? Wood will counter which element? Some of you learned puzzle before. Wood counter which element? Earth. Okay. All right. So yes, correct. Earth element is weak. And when a wood element is super strong, another element also super weak. Wood will clash with what? Also, beside counter earth, it also clash with metal, right? Okay. So therefore, can I say that when the wood is strong, the opposition camp will be metal and earth? Because wood is strong, they are the king, right? So if your chart, later on, I'm going to teach you how, if your chart here, your metal or earth element is super strong, are you the strategic ally or are you in opposition camp? Let's say opposition. Okay, you are clashing with the energy. Okay, let me give you some example here. How do we detect? Because some of you are new here. You are asking, how do I know whether my matter is strong? So now, everyone, take out your butter chart. Okay, all right, take out your butter chart right now. So let me share with you how to do this. Okay, all right. Can you see my chart? My butter, not my butter, it's a sample butter chart. So this is a sample chart here. Let me just show you how do you check. You just all you need to do just to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, until here, the 5 structures. Okay, so the 5 structures. Let me just bring up the drawing tools. Okay, so we are interested on the earth. All right, and also metal. These are the 2 elements here. So now we look at the beige color diagram. We ignore the purple color. All right. So is this chart here, the earth is strong? Yes or no? Can you see that the earth is strong? Based on the diagram, the beige color diagram? Yes, right. How about the metal? The metal also super strong. So now, is this belongs to opposition camp or strategic ally? Opposition. All right, because now you are clashing with the most powerful element in the chart, right? So now let's do another one here. Okay, this is another sample. So let's look at metal. Let me just clear this out. Okay, metal is here. Is the metal super strong? No. Right here, no. But the earth is strong. Okay, so half. Still countering, but not as bad as the so this one is sitting on the fence. Okay, it's better, right? You're going to sit there and watch who is the stronger, then you join the camp. At least half of it. Yeah, but how many of you here you have both? Like the earlier one, metal is strong, earth also strong at the same time. Yeah, then this is confirmed opposition party. Okay. All right. So then what does it mean? So when it comes to our wealth assessment, when you are like this, which means that your thinking, all right, your thinking about how to make money might not be accurate or misguided, or you got some ill advice from someone else. All right. So which means seek for more advice from the reliable or qualified people, right? Open to new ideas before decide on what you're going to do in terms of money making. Because it's against you, right? So which means your thinking is not right. Or maybe you're influenced by the greed emotion and you fail to see a lot of red flags. You have a lot of blind spot, basically. Make sense? Okay. So therefore, in summary, you need help. No matter how confident you are, because sometimes you mistaken stubborn as confidence, right? Right? Because you want it, you're stubborn, you think you're confident, actually it's not, you're just a stubborn guy or stubborn person. So therefore, this is the part you need to look into if your metal and earth also strong. Okay? All right. So now this is how we can read the chart like this. It's not that hard, right? We can actually look into this thing here. So now let me see. So to all of you here, if your metal and earth is wrong, yeah, then this is what it means. So now the next one, let me share the other chart again. Okay, all right. So now this is the bar chart. So the next thing here, you also there are a few things you can a lot of things basically you can see from the chart. And if you look at the day pillar is a Kui Mao. Kui Mao is sitting on eating god. This is a super eating god. So so which means that innovation happens in the rapid pace. Yeah, for 2025, you see a lot of innovation happen. And because of that, why is super fast? Because you see there are three traveling stars here, right? Every traveling star represents speed. So you say that innovation happen at a rapid speed, and therefore, and a lot of young ideas, yeah, young people that try to create a lot of stuff. So therefore, if you are someone, if you are someone that don't want to change, you think that the same old kind of mindset, you actually your financial ability, making ability might be affected in 2025. Yeah, because he indicate that innovation happen to across all industry. Because remember just now it affect at least three pillar out of the four pillars. It means that even your insurance industry, yeah, you also can be affected by technology changes, right? The way people subscribe to insurance could be different. The way you serve your client will be different. So therefore, it say that if one thing you can learn is learn how to prepare for changes. Okay, because the old way obviously no longer working and people start to adopting new things. If you are someone that reluctant to change, you have issues in 2025. Okay, because just now I just show you innovation will happen at a rapid pace, way more faster in 2024. 2024 people might talk about it, they want to change this, change that. The actual implementation and execution happen in 2025. Yeah, even at if you're working for corporate, all those things, they might have a lot of meetings and all these things, but the actual changes happen in 2025. So the only difference here is are you prepared for it or you're not? Okay, so now you know this is something going to happen, so start learning. Yeah, start get to know more about technology. How does those impact the work or the department or the industry that you're in right now? Okay, this is super important. That's where the wealth creation happen. Okay, now just now these two things here, we look at a very broad scale of it. Okay, so now how do we actually zoom into our personal chart? We also want to know what is in for me, right? So let me share with you how do we look at the wealth aspect for 2025. So you can actually personalize to your own chart. Let me just share this again. Okay, all right. So you see here. So now I'm going to explain a little bit about the technical part quickly. If you don't know, it's fine, right? Because I'm going to tell you how the answer as well. So when we look at the wealth element, we always based on the day first. The day is water. So water, whatever the water counter will represent the wealth element. So as you know, water counter fire. So the fire also one of the element to be included as well. So in summary, without actually require you to do so many analysis in the chart. So I'm going to share with you here is the top three wealth elements in 2025. Okay. All right. So now there are three, top three. Of course, there will be three, right? Because they're top three. So the first one, of course, the biggest one will be the pink fire. So the second one is the yin wood, and then the third one is the jia. Okay, these three elements. Now, what you need to do, of course, you're already doing it. I know that, right? You already look at your own chart, right? Okay. But just in case you haven't, you need to look at whether this element present in your barter chart or not, right? Either one. You need not to have all the three. Do you have any of this element as indicated at the screen right now? Do you have it? Okay. Some of you, yes, some of you, no, right? So check first. Okay, check first. So let me just run through a few example here. Where to look for it? Okay, for this person, all right, do you see here? Yang fire? Yes. Okay. All right. So at here, I see another inwood here. Okay, cool. So you have two. So let's do another one. Okay, how about this? Okay, great. I got here one, two, only that three element, right? So I have this as well. Okay, good, really good. Okay, you also can look at the luck pillar. The luck pillar, if you want to see whether a luck pillar got or not, you look at here. This is your final chance. If you don't have it, mean you don't. Okay, so it not necessarily to be in the luck pillar. But so now you have five pillars to refer to. All right. So the first one would be the year. Yeah, the year pillar. See whether you got or not, or the month, second pillar. The third pillar, the day. The fourth pillar would be the hour. And then one more, the fifth pillar would be the luck pillar. Okay, total of five luck pillar. If you don't have any of these elements within the five, stop looking. Okay, I know some of you search for all the unrelated boxes to make yourself happy. Yeah, don't. Yeah, don't be overly positive. Yeah, that one is positively bluffing yourself. Okay. Okay, did I mention that clearly now? Okay, only five pillars you need to look at. All right, cool. So now, of course, some of you don't have it. Some of you have some of it. So I need to share with you what does it mean first. Okay. So now, if you have the wealth element, either is a ping or yi or jia in the year pillar. How many of you have it in the year pillar? Year pillar. Okay. It means that you have a lot of wealth opportunities in social media. Okay. That would be your focus. If you already have a plan, you want to build your brand on social media, then that one will be great for you. You have unfair advantage in those areas. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you have it in a year, you have extra advantage there. And it does not mean if you don't have it, you can do it. No, that's not what I meant. It just means if you have it, this is the right year to do it because you have more opportunities. You're meeting the right people. Yeah, you're in the right place at the right time. Yeah, so you can see a lot of opportunities there. All right. Okay. So now the second one here is if those wealth element in 2025 appears in the month pillar. Now is the second one, all right? The month pillar. Month pillar represent your wealth happens because your skill improve, your production improve. Okay, so any of those, the three elements, if it resides in the month, so therefore what you need to do, you need to actually perform better, learn more new skill. All right, because a lot of your money come through performance. If you're running your own business, a lot of money come through your production, your ability to produce something. It could be a new offering, it could be a new business model. Okay, something new coming in. If that wealth element resides in the month. Okay. All right. If it resides on the day your money might come from your hobby, your interest. For example, like if your one of your hobby is to learn Bazi astrology, then probably if you have it in the day, the wealth element in the day, it means that in 2 to 5 is the year you can transform or convert your hobby into your side gig. How many of you here have it in the day? Nice. Okay, so think about that. That could be your wealth related idea for 2025. Okay, cool. So if you have it in the hour, all right, in the hour pillar. So how many of you here have it in the hour pillar? Any of the three wealth elements I told you just now. Okay, good. If you have it in the hour, pay attention to your ideas because you might have a lot of great making money ideas coming in. Your thoughts, or it could be your dream. All right, whatever it is. Yeah. So, or your intuition or inspiration. Okay. If it's in the hour, whether it's a hidden stamp, I saw Messi Chang comment here, say that in the hidden stamp is included as long as within that pillar. Okay. All right. So now, one more is in the luck pillar. How many of you have any of those three wealth elements in your luck pillar? Type the word me. Wow, so many. So you have in the luck pillar. Luck pillar represent trend. So you're able to capitalize certain trend, to make money. All right, maybe certain songs, that are super popular, maybe or certain merchandise. Right? Somehow you're going to find a way to learn how to monetize all the trend related, what people needs right now. Or maybe right, you discover that nowadays a lot of people talk about cryptocurrency, for example. How do you capitalize on those trends? You can be a cryptocurrency or crypto, you can become a crypto guru because now you capitalize on it, right? You discover there's a demand right now. So if you have it in the luck pillar, it means you need to observe trends in 2025 and you must take swift action to capitalize on those trends. And bear in mind, trend is not going to go stay there forever, right? Yeah, so you need to be quick to catch it in the right moment. So I want you to read more news, what is happening, right? The trend, the popular hashtags, if you're in social media, right? Look into that. Okay, cool. So that one will be for how do you read the wealth element for 2025 and how you can take action on it. Okay, all right. So do you like this piece of information? At least you have some clarity here. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, if you like the information so far, send me the love, like most of you doing it right now. Okay, cool. So I know at least this is something you want, so I can do more out of this. Okay, all right, nice. Now, um, the next one here is okay. Do you want to go to a more advanced level? Do you want to go for it? Okay, so I mean everyone's starting with Bazi. Okay, and Bazi, the advice how to become wealthy is rooted from this I would say maybe the traditional thinking. All right, they emphasize a lot about study. All right, about study hard, be very academic, and not take too much risk, and then climb the corporate ladder step by step, So therefore, that's why in Bazi, if you learn Bazi, you always see that seven killings is a bad start, right? How many of you here learned Bazi before? And they also see hurting officer is a bad start, right? Traditional. So when it applies to reading, because seven killing is the one that very aggressive, sometimes they are rude. But nowadays you realize that some of the great leaders they have those traits as well, right? They humiliate people sometimes. Yeah, they're very aggressive, right? So, and for example, like Bazi also don't, they will see hurting officer is a bad start. Hurting officer basically means someone is independent. They don't have problems, voice up their mind, and they also like to show off. They like to gain attention. In the old days, these are bad people. Right? In the old days, good people actually is those who are low profile. And imagine this: if you are right now in our current era right now, in as we speak in period 9, and if you are low profile, what is your chances of succeeding financially? I'm low profile. I want to do my own thing. I want to hide in my room. Zero. Okay. All right. So therefore, don't you think we need to tweak a little bit on this, right? Because the era is changing. Old days, seven killing is bad, but in this era, period 9, seven killing is super powerful. So therefore, while I'm learning Bazi to improve my financial aspect, yes, I see it, right? Because I do it in a very risk-averse way, step by step, saving, reinvest the difference, that kind of thing. I start to see it, but not at the pace I wanted. Of course, just like every one of us here, we not just want to create something more, we want to make it happen faster. Make sense? Right? If it takes you like 20 years to create wealth, you say, oh, might as well. I'm not interested, right? A lot of people will say something like this. But what if I tell you that probably it will take you just like 2 to 3 years? Then it's a totally different thing, right? Okay. So therefore, I want you to know this. This is my discovery. There are two ways you can use to make money. One way is you use Yijing. Yijing will be more unconventional methods. Okay. And Bazi will be more on the conventional method. So if you're talking about the speed of actually create more wealth, I would say that the one that actually create the so-called the spike or the breakthrough for me, yeah, would become from when I start to use Yijing. Okay, Bazi help me to build the fundamentals, so the growth is like this, incremental. Yeah, but you want a disruptive uh, breakthrough or growth, then don't you think it makes sense? You need to go slightly to a little bit more unconventional methods. Make sense? How many of you here up for this? You're willing to explore unconventional methods. Okay. All right. Yeah, this leads us to this step number 4. Step number 4 means that you be the 20%. You do 20% of work, you create 80% of the results. But a lot of people, yeah, they don't want this. Right? They say, no, I need to be hardworking. I need to work like at least 12 hours per day. I don't do until retired. Right? So the unconventional way say no. All right. We can actually retire young and enjoy life. But from Bazi perspective, maybe they say no, you cannot be that lazy. You still need to work, right? So it's a very different world right now. So people like to retire young. Don't you think so? Yeah, nowadays I think you've seen a lot of people at their early 30s, they're already retired. Have you seen more and more of this? Which in fact, based on the statistic, there are more millionaire right now created compared to the last 20 years. Okay, because the world is different. So now if you aim for speed, yeah, therefore this is the Yijing would be something more suitable. I use a lot of Yijing. So, and some of you ask me how long it took for me to turn around my situation. It's around 2 years, 7 months, around that. Okay, so that within 2 years, I just round it up as 3 years. So these are the time I able to settle all my debt. And then I get myself a dream car and then also my own place to stay. All right. I also buy another property to rent it out. Okay. So maybe to you it's a bit slow. I don't know. Maybe you can do it within 6 months. Okay. But for me, it took me 3 years and I'm happy with it. Yeah, considering before I even started, I'm in a really bad shape. Now I can do this. Yeah, 3 years. If you're, I think most of you are smarter than me, then they probably can done it within a year. I don't know. All right. So, but that breakthrough happened when I start to consider the possibility of Yi. Okay. So now let me share with you what is Yi is all about first. Okay. So let me just there you go. Yeah, this is what we call Yijing. Yijing is nothing more than a 64 divine code. Okay, so which means that there are 64 symbol or code, if you will, that hold the divine knowledge. It could represent the life blueprint or guidance. So basically, Yijing is about 64 image that represent everything we can conceive in this world. Okay, so it could be like 64 feelings, emotion, 64 strategy, or 64 type of people, or 64 type of solutions. So anything you can imagine will be represented by one of these 64. Okay, 64. How many of you here, you actually saw this 64 image before or the code before? 他的问me. Okay. All right. So if you haven't seen this before, let me share with you. Yeah, this is the one. We call this, in technical term, we call this 64 hexagrams. So basically, it's an image. So the image basically, it means that it consists of 6 lines. If you look at all these 64 sets of images, don't you think it consists of 6 lines, one overstacked over another? And the line is only either a full line or a broken line, right? So it's a yin and yang. So this made up to actually 64 hexagram. Yeah, this is what I use because it contains all the answer from the universe. And just to share with you, if you learn metaphysics before, Yi Jing at the top here that I show on the screen right now is the father of Chinese metaphysics. So which means that if you learn Bazi, the concept comes from Yi Jing. If you learn Chimen Dunja or you learn Feng Shui before, don't you think they're also using hexagrams? So therefore, all of this here come from the first, I would say, the most powerful or the father of Chinese metaphysics. That is the origin of it. So if someone that practice metaphysics and then let's say they proclaim or they claim themselves as master, if they don't know Yi Jing at all, they are not a master yet. Okay, yeah, because this is the source. This is the origin of metaphysics. And a lot of people discover that the moment they learn Yi Jing, the rest of the other metaphysics subjects they learn, suddenly the understanding become way more better. So let's say right now you already learn Bazi. And once you learn Yi Jing, suddenly you see more things in your Bazi chart. All right, because you understand the essence and you have a holistic point of view of everything, and therefore it will also help you to increase your wisdom as well. Okay, so therefore this is the thing here. Why? Yeah, why this is so powerful? Because Yi Jing, because it's govern everything in the universe, they can see things ahead of time. Yeah, you know that Yi Jing actually created like 3,500 years ago. And that time, one of the hexagram, they already talk about lesbian, even back then. Okay, there's a hexagram represent lesbian or gay. Imagine this 3,500 years ago, right? So therefore, I say it's ahead of time. It's relevant. And they also hexagram talking about woman in power. Think about this, right? In the old days, especially in China, there is a gender discrimination, right? All the important position actually is by the guy, the male, right? The suppressed woman. Yeah, there's an era like this, right? And imagine at those era, they are one hexagram talking about a woman take over, woman in power, is unconceivable at that time. Yeah, it's not even possible for them to think about this thing will happen, right? But now look at what we are in right now. We are in this so-called the era of women right now. A lot of women actually take a very important position, leadership position in companies, and it's really documented in Yijing. Okay, so don't you think this is powerful? Yeah, so therefore, Yijing it transcends the present moment. Yep, because it represent everything in the world. They cannot just represent the present. They cannot just represent the past. They also must able to represent the future as well. Even at that time, you might think it's not possible, right? But it happened. So therefore, when you talk about time, Yi Jing does not exist because it actually outside of the boundary or what you think is possible. When you learn Bazi, Bazi set the border. Do you realize that? Okay, your day master is this, you have this five element. So you already know, already draw a border, invisible border, what you can do and what you cannot do. Make sense? Right? So it's sort of like limit our imagination. For example, like your chart, a lot of resource element, or you think too much. Yeah, that is what the chart will say so, right? And you think, oh, he's right. I think a lot. Therefore, you also limit yourself in that way. Yeah, but in Yi Jing world, right, you see that. Yeah, so there's something out there you might not realize yet. Yeah, because it transcends the present moment or the past. So that is what attract me or to learn more about Yi Jing. And once I discover it, I say, wow, it's so powerful. Yeah, so that's what I do. And let me share with you how do you apply this. Remember just now there are 64 hexagram, right? There are 64. So because it can represent everything in the universe, so or strategy. So let's look how does this apply to Bazi. Since I mentioned that the origin is come from the Yi Jing, and later on they take the concept that created Bazi, that created Qi and Feng Shui. So if you want to trace back the chart, you can actually trace you're able to do so, right? So let me share with you. For example, let me bring back the chart about 2025. Do you know that each pillar also can convert into a hexagram? Okay, so first of all, let me show you how we can do this. So first of all, I'm not going to look at day and hour because when we talk about wealth, we talk about wealth creation, we always focus on the year and the month. Okay, now the year pillar, if you convert it into a hexagram, this is what the hexagram relates to the year pillar for 2025. Can you see the text there? Okay, what does the name of that hexagram? Can you see that clearly? Okay, weighting hexagram, right? Okay, cool. So now, why this is so important? Because the year and month normally govern the industry and wealth, okay, production. So now let's look at the month. Okay, the month got abundance hexagram. Is it good? Do you like abundance or not, guys? Do you like it? Yes, of course. All right, cool. So now we're able to establish two hexagram. Now we look at the first one, weighting hexagram. From the name itself, can you tell me what does the year tell you? Are people more proactive or they are more laid back? Laid back, right? Because everyone waiting for each other to take action. So if you would like to take advantage of this from finance point of view, or let's say you're a business person, so what would you do? When people de-accelerate, what you need to do? you not only just want to take action, right? You want to accelerate, you want to speed the whole thing up because everyone's just waiting because they're afraid. Yeah, they're still waiting for the right time to act. When you're waiting for the right time to act, means that you're too late. Make sense? Because everyone know about it, it's no longer an opportunity. It's already a general knowledge. Okay, so did I just tell you what are the strategy here based on Yijing? What to do? Speed is important. And also, when you read the waiting hexagram, it also says something like, people while waiting, they are enjoying their food, drinking wine, having good time while waiting. So it means that also says that, the food business will doing well if you know how to do it. Yeah, so this is another thing here. Yeah, don't just simply open restaurant, all right? You still can feel, right? Because someone else are better than you. Okay, you make sure you're good. You know what you're doing. You just don't doing it just because of waiting hexagram. Yeah, but if you're already a business owner or you're already a restaurant owner right now, don't you think it's a great time to do something on it? All right, so introduce new things. You need to act quickly because that segment is booming. All right. So, well, people are afraid. Yes, they're afraid to take action on their business or career, but very likely they are more hungry in 2025. All right. So you better make sure you're able to meet those demands. Yeah, you also need to know there are still competitors out there. All right. You need to be better. Speed is the key. Remember? Okay. Now, just now we also observe there are abundance hexagram. Okay. So, and you see, abundance by nature, by the nature of it, you'll be good because you're not lacking something. But in the month pillar, abundance means there are no drive because they didn't lack of anything, so they don't have drive to do more things. Okay, so now think about this. There are two hexagrams we are talk about. One is waiting hexagram. They are waiting, and then abundance in the month pillar, which is supposed to represent production. Now you feel abundance means that you don't have the drive. Then no drive and people are waiting. What does it mean? No drive and they are also waiting. They don't have sense of urgency. So can I say that a lot of people will out of job? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now I know. So for you to stay, to maintain, to create more wealth, more value, so you just need to do opposite. Don't wait. Be proactive, right? And then create new drive, create new projects. That's how you stand out in 2025. You need to have some courage. You might think, right? What if I'm wrong? What if I screw up the project? Yeah, all great reward come with risk. But even more greater risk if you just stay put. Okay. All right. So therefore, this is the part you can actually look into. And abundance also means, yeah, remember waiting also means like to eat a lot. And then abundance hexagram also represent something not lacking. It also represent fat. So therefore, more people will get fat in 2025. If you're running a slimming business, it's a great time to actually create a better marketing campaign to get these people coming in. Okay, make sense now? All right, so this is how you can. So the key here is speed. All right, is super important in this time. This is how we actually, from the hexagram, we can actually tune to help you to give more details about what aspect in 2025. Okay, you forget about everything, just make sure you need to be quick due to the waiting and abundance hexagram. Okay, all right. So now that is for, I would say, for the macro point of view, right? So the next step here, now we go into step number 5. Step number 5 is not only we need to know the big picture, we also need to know how do we align to the divine. Okay? Remember just now the I Ching, there are 64 divine code. All right. So therefore, how do you align to the right hexagram? So when you have great alignment to it, you be in the right place at the right time. Yeah, somehow even you face setbacks, it turned out to be something great in blessing. You get more. So therefore, you can actually achieve that by alignment to the divine. So the question here is, are you aligned or not? But just to let you know, yeah, people, so anyone that have a great partner, they are very likely they are already aligned. They are great partner. So which means that they have great intuition, they have been in the right place at the right time. Have you met someone that somehow by accidentally a lot of time they end up to meet the right people, be in the right place and doing the right thing, even they only have half of the clues what they are doing? Have you met someone like this? We call this lucky, right? Yeah, if you have a great partner, of course. Yeah, but I discovered that 95% of us don't have a great partner, right? Because when they have a great partner, they're able to achieve this divine journey. Okay, they're in their life, their journey, their destiny, and they are always on. Yeah, this one is not even manifesting. They don't even need to manifest. Okay, accidentally they are like that. Okay, so that's why we call this the divine journey. So now, can I ask you, based on your feeling, your divine journey is on or off? Okay, some of it is on, maybe off. All right. So can I share with you how do you take the first step to turn it on? Do you want to learn this? All right. So this is what people call luck, lah, basically. All right. So therefore, in order to do it, because 95% of us don't have that portion, the divine journey is not on. So therefore, we use one method called divination. All right. Divination is this. Yeah. I Ching, beside used to apply to the Pater chart, you can use I Ching directly. Because there are 64 hexagram, it means that the 64 are like the intelligent network or the divine network. You can actually connect to it to actually derive an answer of what you want to ask. All right. Some of you here, you might actually went through a downward spiral. Of course, you want to know, how can I snap out of it, right? How do I break the pattern and then change the direction? Make sense? Okay. Yeah, that one Patsa cannot answer you. So how do we do this? Then you need to tap to the divine universe. Okay, so how do that do that? I think some of you actually saw some or you actually attended some of my workshop. So basically, there are 64 hexagram. One way you can do this is using the cards. Okay, yeah, the cards made out of 64. So what you need to do, you need to ask a question. Okay, once you ask the question, then the reader, like me right now, I'm going to pick one hexagram, and that hexagram is your divine answer to your questions or to your problems. Okay, it's just that easy. So let's say right now, your question, I shuffle it after I listen to your question, and then I randomly pick one. Okay, that is a meeting hexagram, for example. Okay, so one. So now, how many lines are there? How many lines? 6 lines, right? That's why I call a hexagram. So once I got this hexagram called meeting hexagram, there are one more step to do. I need to know which are the focus line. The focus line could be the bottom one or the second, third until the sixth line. I don't know yet. So therefore, I have another cards that starting from 1 to 6. Okay. So first step is to get the hexagram. And then the second one is to know where the focus line is. So I still need to do it randomly. So once I do that, then I just pick a card. Okay, number 6. All right. So which means I got meeting hexagram, and then the focus line is number 6. Number 6 is at the top. Yeah, we start with bottom. Bottom will be the first line, and it move upwards until the 6th line. So if I ask you, based on this reading, where is the focus line? The answer is the 6th line at the top. Okay, based on just these two pieces of information, we can actually do the reading already. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, now let's do some demonstration here. Okay, so any one of you here, you have wealth related question or not first? Okay, last time when I do a live demonstration, someone asked me a very funny question, like they say, according to the Yi Jing, am I pretty or not? Yeah, they got one girl ask me this. Okay. But now let's not ask those questions. If you have wealth related question or anything to do with career or business, you can ask me now. I can do a live reading for you. Okay, this question from Mia. How do I activate my maximum wealth potential in 2025? Okay, so it's a very general question. So basically it means how do you make more money? All right. So what I need to do, first step, I need to get a card randomly. All right, because here got 64, right? Randomly means I release control. I don't control the outcome. So it becomes the form of synchronicity by random. Yeah, so now let's say I shuffle it. Okay, for Mia, I got this not yet accomplished hexagram. Okay, so what is the next step? The next step here, I need to look at which line is the focus line, right? So I put this card at my desk first. I take another card that there are 6 in total because there are 6 lines. I just shuffle it, and then I got another card. Okay, line number 2. So these two pieces of information. Okay. So now when I look at the chart here, not accomplished hexagram. Not accomplished hexagram means you are beginner again. Okay. So which means that the reason you cannot make more wealth because you don't have the drive. Okay. Not accomplished means that you are starting from zero again because everything also not accomplished. So Mia, what is the Yi Jing are telling you just now? The first thing you need to do to increase your wealth potential, you need to have that hunger again. Find that one first, then you can start to see wealth opportunities coming in. Okay, and then now this line number 2, right? Line number 2 is here. Second one. Okay, and then later on when you learn Yi Jing more, the second line here belong to the so-called the water diagram. Yeah, the water trigram. So it means that the reason you cannot find it because you think too much. Because water represents thinking, and this is an internal gua. So therefore, yeah, one thing here to find back the hunger is through doing. It's not sitting in a couch thinking what you want to do. All right. So which means your passion will be discovered when you start doing something, not through thinking anymore. Okay. All right. So this is one of the way you can actually use Yi Jing. Interesting. So yeah, that's how we use it. Okay, I saw Mia comment here. She say thank you. I indeed way more focused on learning and thinking. Okay, now you know. All right. Yeah, don't you think this is cool? Yeah, I don't need Mia party chart, and it tell her exactly what she need to do. Yeah, how many of you here you like this kind of format? Quick way to answer question. Yeah, no, not beating around the bush. Give you the direct answer to this. Okay, cool, nice. Okay, so now, okay, this question from Christine Hong. What would be the future of my business in 2025? All right. Okay, so by the way, you need not to restrict using the cards to get the hexagram. All right. Anything that is random will be usable. Okay, let's say you have a 8 face of some of you actually you have the the deck of cards that you use to play maybe blackjack or anything, if you're able to actually made up of 64 cards and then you write the hexagram there, also can consider. And a lot of time, as long as random. Okay. So therefore, some of you ask, if I use the software, can I do that? Yes, as long the software is random. Yeah, random means you don't have control over the outcome. Okay. So now answer the question first from Christine. What is the future? So right now I'm going to use the software easier so you can see it. So let me see whether I can share this. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is a software. By the way, I was a programmer last time, right? So this software is written during that time. Okay. A very simple software to draw a random hexagram out. Okay. Yeah, before I become a metaphysics consultant, I was a programmer. Yeah, so this is what I wrote, I think, so many years ago. So for simplicity's sake here, so I'm going to use this, all right, instead of using a card. So now let's answer Christine. So I need to click this button, cast again. Okay, see what hexagram I get here. Okay, this is a great strength hexagram. Okay, is it a great hexagram to have? Okay, great strength hexagram is say that, a lot of execution, but without thinking. Okay, so therefore, to make 2025 a great year for you, focus more time in preparation. Christine? Okay, so which means that, do more duty, right? Instead of actually just study first and then you correct it later, it'll be a problem. Okay, make sure you know. Normally, this kind of hexagram is say that the business owner might not have a clear visibility about the revenue model or how they're going to make money. So don't start something for the sake of starting. And the fact that you see the changing line or the focus line, where the focus line is, which line is that? If the bottom one is the first line, where is the? Okay, the fourth line. All right, cool. So here indicate that fourth line, yeah, this one you can write down. When someone actually, the focus line is in the fourth line, represent that person, actually is a bit indecisive and is not clear what she want to do yet. Normally, if the focus line landed on the third or the fourth line. Okay, so let's say one more detail. The line here, if you look, let me see whether I can. The top trigram here is a thunder hexagram. So which means that because a big strength hexagram, it indicate there might be some regulation change in your business you need to look into first. So you need to check what are the things that able to change your business due to regulation changes. Look into that first before you do it, because this is a very impulsive hexagram. Okay. All right, Christine. Yeah, look into revenue model, look into regulation changes before you do anything. Grid strength is like a hawk. Okay. Incredible Hulk? All right. Very angry, right? So they kill first and then they answer question later. They're using brute force. That is a grid strength hexagram. Now you know? Okay, I saw Christine message here. All right, you're welcome. Okay, one question here is from Melissa. What can I do to boost my social media in 2025? Okay, all right. So let's cast a hexagram again. I can use the card, but it's easier for everyone. I will just use the software so you can see clearly. So I click cast again. Okay, what she can do, right? Okay, Melissa. It's okay. So this is a pure hexagram. Okay, pure hexagram is stated one thing. Pure hexagram is a point of never return. So very likely what you are doing right now already no longer relevant, Melissa, the context. So you need a total revamp or overhaul of the brand that you are actually promoting yourself as. Okay, Melissa, maybe you can share with me, Melissa, what kind of message or brand that you're promoting right now? because he say that outdated. It no longer serve its relevance or it outlived its usefulness already. Because a pill is the last point of change. You see all is yin line here, right? It go to the top, it means that there's no point of return. Okay, it's already passed. Melissa, are you there? You want me to help you? You let me know what brand or what message are you sending out right now on your social media? Are you a coach or are you a teacher or whatever? Let me know. Okay, 5 seconds here. Five, one, two. Okay, say that it is to inspire others. Probably the way you inspire right now is no longer relevant. Maybe people too sick of motivation. All right. So because the pure hexagram also means that if you look at top here, this is a Geng Gua. All right. So a Geng Gua represent maybe you can focus on one thing. You instead of inspiring people, you focus on well-being. Okay, Melissa. All right, because you see at the top here, the top trigram represent Geng Gua. Geng Gua represent well-being. All right, maybe you focus on healthy living, or doing something to improve their energy. Yeah, that will be great. This is a suggestion from the from the Yi Jing. Now, let me ask all of you here, right? Don't you think social media up to a point that inspiring and motivational content don't have the same effect as it used to be? Yeah, it become a cliche already, right? Last time you can see some motivation, you say, wow, it's cool, right? But right now, because so many people doing it, it's almost the same thing they're talking about, right? And there's a limit what a motivation can do. How many of you here actually saw my post on my Instagram this morning? Type the word yes if you saw the post. This just come in time. All right. So what did I post? I say that don't chase motivation, chase your reason. Right? The reason you procrastinate is cannot be solved by motivation. You just need to find a bigger reason why you're doing something you are doing. Find that. Okay? So now your reason here is why everyone should be healthy. Talk more about it, make more impact, that will give you more leverage. You can use our metaphysics content. Yeah, the content can be the same, but the angle could be different. Okay? All right. So is it cool, Yijing, like this? Yeah, we can ask so many questions. Okay, I saw Melissa comment here. Thank you. All right, you're welcome. My pleasure. Okay, now let's see here. Okay, I cannot answer all of your question here, but I can give you an e-gift. How many of you here want an e-gift for Christmas? You want an e-gift? Nice. Okay. So e-gift, because in order to benefit everyone here, yeah, of course I cannot do one by one, right? Otherwise, it would take me forever just to finish that. So I actually prepared something, a e-gift to all of you here. So it's by helping you to answer one question. What is your wealth code for the first quarter of 2025? If you know that, would it be are you be happy with that or not? With that gift? Will you be happy with that? The wealth secret for quarter one of 2025. Cool. All right. So now, there you go. Okay. So I already pre-plot randomly the Yijing hexagram by asking this question. Yeah, my question is something like this. I want to benefit my student who will attend my webinar tonight. And my question is, what is their wealth code for Q1 of 2025? Then I draw the card randomly, and then I draw 4 times. So therefore, you have 4 options here. So all you need to do right now is to select one only. One only. Okay, all right, got it? Have you done? Are you done? Okay, all right, cool. So once you do it, so it could be A, B, C, D, right? So let's start with the first one first. Okay, how many of you here selected card A just now? Type the word me so I can see who you are. Okay, remember the question here is your wealth code. All right, cool. So if you selected card A, it comes with family hexagram, and then the moving line is number 3. So which means that your wealth creation or your wealth code for the first or the Q or first quarter of 2025 is it asks you to follow the middle path. So moderation is the key. Balance is the key. For example, you want to aim for promotion, right? Not to a point that you actually offend everyone in the office. That one will not lead you to what you want. So, which means that play at the middle part. If you want, let's say you want to resign, want to start your own business, don't quit your job. Start your business as part-time first. That is the key. So, balance and moderation. That is the message for you. Basically, don't go all in. Okay? All right. So basically, it also means don't put all egg in one basket. Have balance. Because which means also the way you treat people also the same. All right. Don't go overboard. Okay. Respect boundary. Don't cross the line. Cannot. Basically, have more EQ. That is for you if you're having if you chose card A, which get you the family hexagram, line number 3. Think about this. Family is the same, right? We don't go overboard. We respect each other. Build your team that way, you'll find wealth opportunities. This is not dictatorship. Okay? This is about connect with everyone. Have compassion. Know when to push, when not to. Okay? Are you guys clear? I know some of you might have a very a boss that micromanage, right? If you are those boss, this you need to actually change a little bit. Okay. So now next one. Next one here is the card B. If you selected card B, you got this well hexagram. Well hexagram, first of all, is a good hexagram. It represents a well that where people fetch water from. So therefore, it say that if you plan to start something, it seems like you are ready and you can share with others right now. So whatever you're offering. So let's say you have a business idea, you are preparing right now. In Q1, very likely what you are preparing can add value to others, can impact others. So it say that this is a good fortune gua. So basically means plenty of wealth opportunities is there when you share what you have. Okay. All right. So how many of you here you got this gua and you have a plan to launch something in the first quarter of 2025? Type the word me. So this is the reassurance from the divine intelligence. What you have right now can really impact people. And in return, you will get the reward as well when it comes to wealth reading. Nice. Okay. Wow. So many of you have something to launch. Great. Okay. So now if you say, okay, Iverson, but I don't plan to do anything related to business. I'm just an employee. Then what it means? It means that this is a time you become helpful. You share information, you train others, because it says that now you are ready to share. You have something great to share already. Yeah, train your subordinates. Yeah, train juniors. Share more ideas. Be helpful. That's where opportunities will come that way. Could be promotion, could be increment. So doing that for the first quarter. Okay. All right. So now let's move on to the third one here. Poison hexagram. How many of you here got this poison hexagram? Don't worry about the name, all right? The name could be a little bit scary. A bit daunting, but it's just a name. All right, so if you have this, the Q1 in 2025, because this one is the focus line is number 3. If you look at the screen, it's not falls on the third line, right? So it means that this is the time to correct your past mistakes first. All right, there are some past mistakes overdue. It may be something like this, right? You failed before, and then you have a negative belief about that. Maybe you think that, I'm not good in business, or I'm not good in actually doing certain tasks. So you need to work on remove those limited beliefs first. Because this Gua say that you being bogged down a lot by the past. If you selected this card C just now, yeah, it means that it's a time to clean it, to do a spring cleaning, or drop certain unhelpful limited belief and replace with a new one. You say that all the limited belief is not accurate. It's time to deal with it, remove it, and you start to see great opportunities. The poison hexagram at the line tree represent the mind. Right? Poison not just affect us physically, it also affect us energetically as well, and our mind. So it's time to clear it up. Then your confidence will come and you're able to do more. Okay? All right. Poison hexagram. Now, next one. If you selected card D, this is gathering hexagram. It says that you want to make money here. You cannot do it alone. Okay, it means something like this. You need help. That's what this gathering hexagram, because you're only on line number 1. You're just starting up. Okay, but there's one thing you need to pay attention to. Don't look for a partner for the sake of looking one, because there's a chance you might find the wrong partner. Okay, you say that, you still need to build the connection, but you do more research before jump into partnership, but you need a partner to help you. So basically means don't do it alone. There are some people, they find a partner because they don't want to feel alone, right? They want to have someone to share about the business. But the chart says it's good to have a partner, but not the sake of cure your loneliness in the entrepreneur journey. No. The reason you get a partner is to help to complement on the business, to add value to the business. If you set the intention right, you will be able to find the partner that can help you. Basically, nobleman. Okay? All right. So this is a quick way for us to do a divination. How many of you here like this? Okay, and you find this resonate with you. That's how, because you're connected to the divine intelligence. And the more you use this, the more wisdom you have. Okay, cool. All right. Now, if you look at here, right, just to share with you one thing, it might be a bad news to some of you. If you look at these 4 cards, I'm sure that you ask which one will be richer among the 4 cards is the B cards. The one that selected B just now. Okay. How many of you here selected B? Yeah, the success possibility of making more money falls into card B. Of course, the rest also can, but the most easiest or the most higher chances will come if you select card B. Because if you learn Yijing, these are well supposed to give value to others, and then they reach to the top line. This is where they can really make impacts to others. Yeah, it's a good fortune gua. Nice. Wow. So many of you here selected card B. Cool. All right. So this is how you like Chiman so far. There are so many ways you can use Chiman though. I just show you one of the way, yeah, to do this. Yeah. So, and if some of you here are wondering, right, what is the essence of Chiman? Sorry, Yijing. So it basically focus on 2 things about help you to achieve something in your life, and not only that, it also help you feel fulfilled as well, right? What's the point? You have to achieve a lot of wealth, but you are not happy internally. right? You crave for meaningful relationship. Yeah, just like someone, what's the point becoming a billionaire, but you are staying alone in a mansion, right? So therefore, achievement and fulfillment also super important, isn't it? Right. So this is one of the reason we use this. I always believe in this because achievement without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Yeah, so this is the thing. Yeah, so Yijing help us to do this. So that is why I use Yijing because Yijing talking about future. So I use it to speed up my wealth creation process for achievement. But at the same time, I also use Yijing to help me to enjoy the process. Yeah, and making impact for others. Don't you think it's cool? You can make money and helping people at the same time, right? So, and I start to appreciate my friends, my family more, not just like focus chasing wealth. How about focusing on attracting wealth and have time to spend with someone you love, someone meaningful, and creating memorable moment? Because in our life, right, we cannot remember every single thing, but people can remember certain moment, certain meaningful moment you create for someone you love. That one people you remember for life. How about doing that? Okay, so that's what I learned. So therefore, I think since 2015, I started to teach Jing and teach people how to utilize all the 64 secret code of the universe. And the goal here, if you're able to master Jing effectively, and that's also one of my goals to help others to do it, is you need to transform from the divine journey, which is already off, and you want to turn it on again using Jing. How many of you here would like to participate in this journey? Because when your divine journey is on, you attract, okay? Right people, right ideas, right timing. So life become effortless. Even though things happen, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Okay. So now, some of you might think, wow, there are 64 hexagrams. Do I need to remember all those things to learn this? So how about this? Would you like to learn step by step how to embark the Yijing divine journey, even you're a beginner? I know some of you are beginner, you totally don't know what Yijing is all about. You only knew it just like few moments ago. Okay. So I can help you out here because I've been teaching Yijing for so many years. Okay. Do you want to discover Yijing secrets that will unlock the wisdom and transformation in your life? Because Yijing is the number one ranking when it comes to metaphysics. It's a must learn. So whether you want to learn it now or eventually in the future, somehow if you like metaphysics, this is something you must know. Okay. So I didn't teach Yijing since I think the last class I taught last time would be 2020 that time is out. And then that time I stopped a little bit while because I tried to create a framework even for beginner able to benefit from it. So you want to learn Yijing, I decided I'm going to teach Yijing again because a lot of people asking me, hey, Iverson, right? When you're going to start teaching Yijing again? So I heard you. So, but now I'm going to teach in a very different way because period 9 is coming, not already arriving, what I'm talking about. Okay. It already arriving. So it's a different way of using Yijing. All right. So therefore, I'm going to teach you all this, how to get into the divine journey and apply Yijing for period 9 in my new upcoming program, Jing Ancient Secrets. I'll call this the divine gateway to abundant destiny. Okay. And I decided to do this via online. So basically, it means that any one of you, regardless where you are, can benefit from this knowledge by logging in via online. Okay. So I think this is a better way instead of you spending money, yeah, to book your flight to come. So man, it's so inconvenient. So I decided to do this online. And I'm going to conduct this on April. So it's just very quickly, it's just, 4 months from now. Yeah. So if you're interested to learn this, right, book your seats. All right. It will be forced on 12 to 13 April 2025. So it's like 4 months from now. So you get prepared if you're interested on doing this. And this is I won't teach this twice. All right. I decided to teach this once. If you're interested to learn from me, then this is the investment. All right, 1297. And I teach you how to use the ancient secrets of these 64 hexagrams. All right, and to help you to get into the divine journey. All right. So, and how do I so-called structure this program here? What you can learn from here is I'm going to divide this into 4 parts. All right. So the first path here is Yi Jing is to deal with emotion. There are 8 core emotions that we need to align and tweak. All right. So therefore, to help you to align to the divine journey, right? A lot of emotions because emotion influence our decision, isn't it? A lot of time we think that you make decision using our logic, but no, we justify it by logic, but we all decision we make is through emotion. We just justifying it with logic deductions. So therefore, by knowing the core, the true pain, the true inspiration is the first step to get into clarity and divine journey. Okay, so this one, the second one, I decided to teach this in a new way. This is called Yijing on demand. Would it be cool if you can ask anything at any time you want using Yijing? What if I can teach you how to do this? So you have this ability to have instant access to decision-making wisdom. Okay, this is the part that you can actually, I'm going to teach you how to do this. All right. And in this framework, I also teach you how do you plan for your annual planning every year. How about that? You can use Yijing to draw out a plan before a new year start. You know, what is the strategy for every year? Would it be cool? By this alone, I think you have more confidence to navigate every year, right? With the blessing of the divine, with the guidance. That it will take you. This is what I use to create my wealth, by the way. All right, because I want to speed it up. So I need to know the plan, the divine guide. All right, what I should do. And also, how about you can use Yijing to manifest as well? Do you know that? You can use Yijing to manifest. So purpose, abundance, wisdom. So I'm going to group all of this into this program called the Yijing Ancient Secrets. Okay, now, and one more thing here I want to add up here is all of this here will be comply to period 9, right? Because now already in period 9, so therefore this is important. Okay, how many of you here interested to learn this? Type with me. Wow. Okay, cool. So let me tell you, yeah, how to move forward from here. So first of all the thing I told just now will be under this core program, Yijing Ancient Secrets. So let me lay it up properly for you so you know how to get there. So this program, online program, will be conducted on 12 to 13 April. And this is be the investment cost for it. And also, let me give you a good news here. You will get a bonus about wealth prophecy for 2025. Remember just now how we read the Bazi chart for 2025? There are more to it. So we're going to deep dive into techniques, how to decode the wealth for 2025 so you know exactly, what you can do and what to avoid from wealth perspective. So I'll call this wealth prophecy for 2025 and it's a bonus, right? So which means that you're going to get this for free. So let me show you what is this. This is a wealth prophecy for 225. And I'm going to conduct this in January because the new year happens in February 4th, right? If you learn Bazi, you know that the new year energy will transit fully on February 4th. So I want all of you here to get prepared to have the enough information how to move forward and embark the wealth journey in 2025. As you know, 2025 is a period where a lot of people are struggling financially. So I want all of you here to get this information first so we can do something on it. All right. So which means if you join us today, you're going to get the bonus for wealth prophecy for 2025. And also for today, we're going to open the card again. If you be the first 30 to join us, you're not only getting the wealth prophecy, you're also getting the second bonus for the first 30, how to manifest breakthroughs like a pro using Shimon in period 9. Would you like this? Okay. All right. So this is something I haven't shared before. Be very interesting. So, and a lot of people like manifestation because in period 9, the manifestation energy is very strong. Okay. I want you to have this ability as well. So I included this as the bonus when you join us for this Jing Ancient Secrets. But this one only for the first 30. The card open now. And the moment the first 30 is fulfilled, then you need to wait, right, until it's open again. So now, the manifest breakthrough like a pro. This is for beginner as well. If you're a beginner, you don't know how to manifest, this will be the perfect bonus for you. Okay, let me summarize this. So you get this Yijing Ancient Secrets, you get bonus 1 and bonus 2. And if you sign up for this individually, the total here will be 2297. Okay, imagine you have all these tools in your pocket that you can just put it up anytime to use to benefit from Yijing or manifestation. How your life could be different. Okay, yeah, you can learn this 10 years from now, but if you do it now, you can create results now, right? Because period 9 is all about speed. So if you're interested, let me share with you what we can offer you on this. So instead of 2297, you only need to invest 497 to get everything above. Okay, so it gives you a saving of 78%. So this is something, yeah, we can offer you if you actually decided to join us now. And this is the link. All right, so joeyup.com/Yijing Secret. If you are interested, yeah, book your seats right now, and I will see you on April. You know, time flies, right? Not so long after now, April come. In order to make things happen, yeah, when you plan on something, it become possible. But when you schedule it, it become real. You're going to make it. You're going to attend it if you schedule it. So I advise you to schedule it right now to make it real, and then you're going to learn all the Yijing secrets that I've been prepared for so long. Yeah, because it's a new way of using Yijing. Okay. All right. So now, if you're a beginner, you're wondering if this for you, don't worry. I've been teaching this class like ages. All right. I even teach to a lot of students don't even know Chinese even. So you don't need to know Chinese character to learn this. So I make it perfect for all level here, including beginners or and seasoned practitioner or expert. Okay, because I focus on application. Yeah, just to share with you. Yeah, this is last time I taught this class in San Francisco as well, and Ben, then don't know a single Chinese character, but yet they're able to grasp the concept and then know how to apply Yijing. All right, and this is in San Francisco, the state, and then we receive a lot of great testimonial from students related to the class of the Yijing class. Okay, just in case just in case if you cannot make it to the date or you're not sure whether you can make it on that specific date. So all the core program and the bonuses will come with 7-day replay. All right, so you don't worry. So even if you miss out, of course, I hope you to attend it live, but just for whatever reason you're not able to make to those dates, then rest assured you're able to watch it again. Okay, for a 7-day replay here. So now let me tell you this, if you just divide this into a year, you just need to invest $1.40 to get everything above I showed you just now. So this is a golden opportunity to transform your divine destiny in period 9. Okay, now the card will be closing in 24 hours, right? So the bonus will be available within 24 hours before we close the card. And now, why enroll now? Okay, first of all, you can able to lock the price as 497 if you enroll us now. Otherwise, the original price would be 1297. If you think this is important to you, you can make a lot of changes in your life, just like how it happens to me. So therefore, yeah, you enroll now to lock the price, to secure it so you can learn the knowledge at an affordable price here. Okay, and then the second reason here is you can secure the bonus about the wealth prophecy because the wealth prophecy will happen in January. Yeah, if you enroll the Yijing program after January, you won't get this bonus anymore. So if you want that bonus of the wealth prophecy 2025, yeah, so this is a time to do it. Okay. And also the third reason here, you commit to growth, right? A lot of people say they want to grow, right? Yeah, people can talk a good game, but are you really committed or not? So show the universe, yeah, this is your true intention. Set the intention to improve. Yeah, because everyone can talk a good game, but I don't listen to what people say. I watch what they do. So are you committed to growth or not? Okay. All right. So this is the one here. So now let me give you your education timeline. So you have a better perspective. You can plan your time better. So the wealth prophecy will happen in January. So you will start with the journey. Will start with the wealth prophecy first. Is the bonus, which will happen in January 2025. We will send out the actual day later once it's confirmed. So after that, after the bonus, then the core program will happen on 12th and 13th of April 2025. The Jing Ancient Secrets program. Yeah, this is a core program. Make sure you attend this. And after that, a month after it completed, then we'll go through the manifestation. Yeah, why the manifestation will be on the last part? Because you need some information from the core program so you can maximize the learning on the second bonus. Okay. All right. So there we go, January, April, and May. So I hope you can actually be part of this journey, to master Yijing to help you to enable your divine journey. Okay, so because when you do this, you empower your destiny with 3,500 years of wisdom from the Yijing. Okay, so if you're interested, yeah, this is the opportunities. Do it now, joeyap.com/Yijing Secret. And I'm going to share with you how to make use of Yijing to transform your life. Because I believe that everyone deserves happiness. Yeah, in this lifetime, right? What is the purpose of life? It's about happiness. To able to live the life that under your term, what you define is good. That is ultimate fulfillment. All right, cool. And by the way, how many of you here already enrolled? Yeah, type the with me. Wow, so many of you. Good. All right, yeah. So I want you to approach this program with open mind. Yeah, because even you learned Yijing before, yeah, this one will be slightly different. So I hope you receive information with open mind because I cater the whole thing to period 9. Yeah, so there are some adjustment need to make. Yeah, when you read the chart and everything. Okay. All right. So nice here. Okay. So some of you asked me about, okay, if you opt for installment, then can talk to the team here. The team can help you out if you want to go for the installment option. You can actually message Carrie and Mark. They are in the chat room right now. Talk to them. Okay. All right. So Teresa T asks, can we use a software to plot by signing up the class? That one I'm not sure yet, but I'll do my best, yeah, to see on that. But you don't need the software to do it anyway. All right. But since you actually asked, I cannot promise you right now, but we do our best because we need to check the server capacity and everything. Yeah, during that 2 days. Okay, but definitely it's a good idea. But if you can use it within the 2 days and get familiar with it, I think it's pretty cool. All right. So any other questions here? Okay, I think I answered most of the question. Great. So thank you. Thank you for taking your beautiful time here. And I truly enjoyed today's session. I hope you also enjoy this. And I hope you actually making progress every year. No matter where you are right now in your life, there's always a way to become better. Remember that. You deserve greatness just like everyone else. So till we meet again, hopefully to see you in our Yijing Ancient Secrets program. And I wish all of you here a great Merry Christmas to all of you here and Happy New Year. I'm Iverson. Keep in touch. Bye bye.